Monday, June 29th. It's trail day 19, I do believe. So I'm going to do 9 miles today, and then the next 2 days will be 10-mile days. And then get into Fort Clinton. So here was the camp. A bunch of trees, a bunch of tent spots, several fire pits. I hung my hammock between those two trees over there. It's been nice and breezy all morning. It's about 10:20. I got into camp last night a little after 10 o'clock. The last mile or so was pretty smooth. So we'll see how it goes today. Got the first 2 ticks. I found them on me this morning. I had to walk through a bunch of ferns. So I think I picked them up from there. So yeah, definitely have to be careful for ticks. So there's an old saying, there's only 2 things in life that's guaranteed: death and taxes. Well, if you're backpacking, it's guaranteed within 10 minutes of getting your day started, you're going to have an itch on your back, on your shoulder, somewhere under a pack strap, something like that. There has yet to be a day that I have started the trail that at some point within the first mile I didn't end up with an itch that's driving me nuts. So far the trail's been nice. Maybe it'll be like this all day, but I doubt it. So that's the southbound. It's had a nice breeze blowing all morning. But it's still supposed to be hot today, in the 80s. This camp spot I'm going to said something about a rope swing. That would be nice. A nice rope swing. I need to wash all the sweat and salt out of my clothes. I'm not sure how many days it's been since I was in Duncannon. 4, I think, maybe 3. But either way, I've sweated so much. It's like everything is sticky from all the sweat. And I wash myself off at nighttime, and about every 3 or 4 days, if I'm not getting to a laundry, I'll at least take my shirt and wash it out. It doesn't really make it smell any better, but the right ankle's bothering me a little this morning. It seems to do that when you first get started, and then somewhere around midday it gives up protesting and goes with the flow. And then I have them sharp pains. I step on that perfectly pointed rock. Hopefully a day or 2 off at the next town, I can get that worked out. I know the pack weight's feeling pretty good today. I've eaten a good bit of my food, so hopefully when I get into town this time I'll actually be out of food or right at it, and then I can resupply accordingly to the next town that I walk through. Some people won't carry more than like 2 days worth of food, but then they have to get off the trail, find a shuttle, get into town, get a shuttle back to the trail. and that's just annoying. I would just prefer to hike from one town to the next as much as possible, even if it requires carrying a little more weight and food. But over time, that philosophy may change. We shall see. We're just like 160 miles into this. So once I'm at 1,000, it may be a whole different ballgame. Yeah, nice day for a walk in the woods. So we just crossed PA 645. There's a parking area over there. I can't help it, every time I cross the road, I always, if it has cell service, check Google Maps. See if there's a gas station or burger joint or something like that, like right around the curve. Haven't gotten lucky yet. But we're a little over 2 miles in. It's almost 12 o'clock. I have a little uphill coming up. It doesn't look too bad on the profile. And then we'll be almost to the 501 shelter. So here you can order a pizza there. So I may do that for lunch. Just have to wait and see. I'm glad it's a short day, because my ankle is not happy about having to get out and about today. Just all these, you go from sitting at home on the couch to walking over all these rocks, and your ankles and joints are articulating in all these different directions that they haven't had to do in a while. And I'm trying to figure out what you are doing. But they'll get it figured out here in the next week or two. So we got 2 views listed in the guidebook today. I don't know if this is one of them. The trail's right down there. I just seen these camp spots and what looked like maybe a view. So conveniently located. You might as well come take a look at it. Not too bad. We're not too far from that view. I have a small rock garden. These are the ones that's a pain in the butt. I'd almost rather walk over the big boulders like yesterday. At least the trail hadn't been like this all morning. It was flat to start with. So, well, we won't have to deal with it for too long. Yeah, it wasn't too long of a rock scramble, but all that's what we just came over. And it looks like it's becoming less of a rock scramble. There's some small views here and there, but just not much. Oh, here's a nice view. Nice breeze. We should be getting pretty close to the 501, so I'm going to take a break when I get there. Oh, this one wasn't even in the book. Because Kimmel View we saw a while ago was supposed to be the last one before the shelter. Well, this is a nice view. So I guess I missed the 501. I crossed PA 501. It said in the guidebook 0.1 miles west. So I guess you'd have to walk down the highway. 0.1 miles, I don't know. But anyway, it's locked up and the water's turned off, so if it'd been right on the trail, I would have stopped. I didn't have any signs or anything, so I'm not going to try to figure it out. Just keep on trucking the way I know I'm going. So this is a little spring listed in the AWOL guide. Not too far past the 501. Well, it says probably 501 the road. It has this little monument here about some people in 1742 stopped and take a break while going to Wyoming. I have seen the same monument once at a spring. So it's almost like deja vu. But I came sit down, drink a couple liters of water, had a payday and a granola bar. I feel a little bit better. I was starting to drag. Unfortunately, it looked like it was flat down here. And I kept going and going and going, and then there was a downhill. So now I gotta go uphill. But, oh well, it's not that steep, so. They call it Pilgrim's Rest, but at the time I got here, the log was all in the sun, and none of the rocks are really restable. Well, we'll get back on the trail and go our couple of miles, and then set up camp. It's 3 o'clock. I don't know, it may have been here an hour. I didn't really time it, so. It's amazing how warm it is. I guess being that I had never been to a northern state before, I just figured it'd be cooler than what it's been, but hopefully it won't be hot long, and then I'll be complaining about how cold it is. Yeah, I always gotta complain about something, right? Rocks, the weather, great. So we've been climbing over non-stop rocks. So our supposed to be a short day, it's still not an easy day. And they don't have it blazed very well in some places either. But it's usually kind of obvious where the trail's going. Every once in a while you start questioning yourself. You're like, am I still on the trail? We're still climbing all over rock, but it looks like we're at a view site. Oh. A little bit of a view. And I just think it's going to get worse. There's a lake off down there. But it'd be nice to jump in about right now. It's a nice view. So I think we're getting close to where we're going to camp. We're just starting to come downhill, all this rock. It's been fairly level up until this point. I think I got like a half a mile or less to go. We'll be on the water. Oh, other guy, we usually hike separate because he hikes faster, but he gets to camp. Said something about there was a rope swing at the water, so that'd be great right about now. We won't miss all these rocks, I tell you. But I'm sure it's just going to be rocks, rocks, rocks. It's not just Pennsylvania that's rocky.